and warm. Leslie Van Arstel, come out here, my friend. Always good to have you back with us. Now, we have things for the ladies, for the guys. We have unisex. This one happens to be for the ladies.
It is for the ladies, that's right.
And this is an ActionHeat women's 5-volt heated puffer jacket with a faux fur hood. With a touch of a button, you're going to keep yourself nice and warm when you have to be outside in the cold weather.
Absolutely. And you know, I was a sports reporter for a long time, David.
So you remember cold weather.
Yeah, on frozen football fields for hours and hours. And ActionHeat, I will tell you, saved me. I can't even tell you, to have that control where you decide the level of heat that you want with the press of a button is just amazing. And this jacket is going to warm your entire core. So it's not just in the front there, but also in the back, and you will feel it everywhere. And that's where really people notice the cold. And if we're doing something, we're feeling cold,
right?
We're not happy.
Now, it's this little, pardon my pointing, this
absolutely.
little button on your chest.
And I will show you, yeah.
Is more than just an emblem. It lights up and it provides the heat.
Exactly. So here's your power bank. You want me to go ahead and dive in?
Of course.
So this is your power bank. It's just a thin little power bank here. You're going to notice there's 2 ports in this bank. So one is going to be warming the coat, and the other you'll notice is free. So let's say you want to charge your cell phone at the same time you're heating your coat. Perfect. Go ahead, that's exactly what it's made for. Then the fun begins, because you get to decide, okay, what kind of heat do I want on this? So there's 3 different heat settings. This red that I'm showing you right here, that's gonna be your warmest setting. So we're gonna call that 150 degrees. By the way, this will last you up to 4.5 hours to get you through that. If you're going sledding with the kids, maybe you're taking a long walk with the dog. This is gonna last you beyond that.
You're sitting in the stands watching
sitting in
sports.
the stands, exactly. And you're like, if you're not enjoying it, you're like, when is this gonna be over? This is gonna be your second warmest setting. That's about 130, that's the white. You're cool, and this is not gonna be cool, but that's gonna be blue, and that's gonna be about 100 degrees. Now, I'm saying all these numbers, and they sound hot, but they're not. They're just gonna feel cozy warm. It's basically like your heated seats in the car.
In the car, exactly right. Now, we have this for you in a choice of colors. You're wearing the purple.
Yes.
Or what we're calling indigo.
But it is much more purple. You're 100% right on that.
Yeah, I mean,
sure.
it looks purple, but our computer system calls it indigo.
Yes.
And then we have it for you here in the white.
Which we're gonna call a dove gray.
Okay, but our system calls it white.
Yes, yes.
Then we have it for you in wine. And then finally we have it for you in the black. Now we have, Jason, am I correct in saying extra small through XX?
Yes. Yes.
All right, and we have a size chart I'd love for you to narrate.
I would love to talk about it, because this is definitely an ActionHeat fit versus a QVC fit. So what that means for you guys is just size up one size from your QVC size. So if you're a medium, get the large, extra large. I know you guys understand exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm going to say something else about this jacket. I've gotten so many compliments on this because of how flattering this is. And that's because of the sides along the jacket. These panels are stretchy, so they're gonna give you that hourglass shape better than any jacket I've ever had. And they will really work with you.
May I ask you to turn around?
Yes.
And the reason I say that is because Mom always said when you buy a coat, make sure it covers your bum.
Thank
because
you.
if it doesn't cover your bum, then wind whistles up your backside.
Exactly, and you get that heating component all the way down the back, and yes, it's going to keep your bum toasty.
Oh,
so, yes.
and there's probably not a better way to say that, so I apologize if I'm offensive.
No, I'm so glad you brought that up.
But it's important that we cover all the areas that need to be covered, right?
That's what gets cold. Yes.
And I can remember my days of reporting news, my early days at QVC, when I had to be outside in the wintertime.
You needed
covering
this.
I needed something like this.
Yes,
oh my word.
Absolutely.
So very cold, and it has been so cold across the country.
It's going to get worse.
And then I'm told that after we have snow this Sunday, it's supposed to get cold again over most of the country.
Oh, for
so even if you don't have a lot of winter weather, you're going to have frigid temperatures.
Absolutely.
I heard that it's going to be so cold in the nation's capital that the inauguration has been forced inside.
I know, but can you remember when that has happened?
I think the last time it happened was Reagan's second inaugural. And that was a long time. That was back in the 80s.
It's been a minute, yes.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
That's what I was reading. It's the coldest
we were
temperatures
babies
in 10
then.
years. Yes, it's really, like, this is unusual. It hasn't been this cold in, I was reading, 10 years.
Oh,
this
my
winter's
word.
going to be pretty brutal.
It has just been brutally cold. And when you walk outside and that cold air cuts you in half, Oh my heavens. It doesn't have to be snowing, it doesn't have to be raining, it doesn't have to be freezing, raining, or sleeting.
I know.
It just has to be cold
Yes.
for you to be chilled to the bone. And
That's
there's
what's great
nothing
about
worse than being chilled and you feel like you can't get warm.
You're not enjoying anything when you're cold. I mean, this is one way to enjoy everything. Like,
Yes.
I know I was sledding with my kids the other day. I wore this. Cold didn't bother me at all. And this is when your kid, usually I'd be like, okay, kids, can we go inside now? Aren't we, like, haven't we had enough?
Now, Leslie has it on the cool setting because in our studios, it's nice and toasty warm.
Oh, yes.
If she had that on the hot setting, she'd be sweating.
Yes, and it's starting to happen.
Because it is very warm in our studios.
Yes.
But this is for ladies only. We have extra small through small, medium, large, extra large, and double extra large.
Yes, and so I will tell you, this jacket is very, if you didn't even turn on the heat, it's gonna keep you really, really toasty. But again, let's look at this animation here, because these are the panels that are, by the way, you will not feel these panels. They're so, so thin, you don't feel anything in the jacket, you just feel cozy, cozy warmth. And again, the highest setting is gonna heat you up to 150 degrees.
This one's on.
Right, that's the highest. And then the second highest is gonna be that 130.
Pardon me, I'm sneezing.
And then, bless you.
Oh, excuse me.
And then your lowest setting is going to be about 100 degrees. And
I'm gonna
again,
warn you, once I start sneezing,
oh
about 5 of them.
no! Okay, I got you covered. So this is going to keep you toasty, toasty warm. It warms your entire core. And again, just remember that this is going to contour your body really, really well. So forget the heat and forget how cozy this jacket is. You're going to look fantastic in this jacket because it will just conform to your curves. You can see on the model that we're looking at right now. And again, I will tell you without a doubt, I get so many compliments on this jacket just based on the way that it looks. And then I always tell people, but wait, there's more. It's heated as well. So you don't need to wear those super, super chunky sweaters. You don't need to dress in layers because that's what this is going to do for you. It takes care of all that. So boom, that's why
Karen,
it's
I
so.
found them, darling. They were right here. From the snake, it would have bit me department. They were right there. Forgive me for a little sneeze attack. But
you.
you know what? If you are in the midst of any kind of, and there's a lot of illness going around, and a lot of cold.
Yes.
I mean, you need to be comfortable. This is a great way to start. Leslie Van Arsel, we're not going to say goodbye to you because we have you
I'll be back
for most of the hour.
Yes.
And we're looking forward to that. Now, we have the women's 5-volt heated puffer. We're also going to be taking